Okay. So just starting to tune in now. Maybe even close your eyes, standing up, putting a little feet about hip width distance apart. Tucking the chin, maybe rolling the shoulders back. Perhaps a little bit more weight in the heels, a little small bend in the knees. I got a hand on my chest, a hand on my belly. Close the eyes. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the belly expand on the inhale. Big breath in through the nose, let them out through the mouth. Relax that space between the eyes. Relax the jaw. Smile on the face. Noticing the heart beat probably slowing down. The breath slowing down. So we just, for the person just coming in, we just had a little dance, had the heart rate going, and now we're just settling back in. Eyes closed, hand on the belly and on the chest. Bringing your attention to the body, how your body feels this morning. Becoming conscious of your thoughts. Trying to slow down. And probably making an intention for this class. To just slow it all down. There's no rush. No need to tense your body anywhere today when we're going through these poses and exercises, this movement. Have an intention to move with ease. And giving yourself a bunch of love and a big hug for putting yourself first this morning and doing this today for yourself. So feeling this pile of compassion in your heart for not only yourself, but everybody here this morning and everybody in your community and your family. Starting your day on a positive note. And taking a deeper breath. Coming right up to the ribs, you feel the ribs expand on the next inhale. And let it out through your nose, nice and slow. Now dropping the arms down by your sides. You can open your eyes or keep them closed. And we're going to begin with the neck. So we're just dropping the neck down towards the chest, keeping the back still nice and straight. Just letting the neck hang there for a moment. Notice how it feels to just really let go of the neck and feel it release a little bit more towards your chest, chin towards your chest. Don't tense in the belly, try to relax. Let your shoulders drop and relax down by your sides. And now we're going to go and do our circle. So imagine a clock just in front of your face and your nose is going around the numbers on the clock. So very gentle neck circles. So you're not arching your neck back or compressing your neck back. Move with the breath and move slow. Inhale up, exhale down. And now going the other direction. Somebody else coming in. Keep going with your circles. So for those who just joined in, we started with a little dance, but no worries. We're just beginning now with our next circle. So we're going in the opposite direction. We can do one more. And if you're just starting, and if you're doing these circles, make sure you do them in both directions, okay? So we're going to just do this last one. Breathing in, coming up, and exhale, coming down. So I'm just going to look over to the left shoulder and look over the right shoulder. Check in with the body. Just see if you're starting to tense anywhere, because even sometimes when we're just doing the smallest movement, we have this habit of just clenching, especially around the belly and the jaw and the shoulders. So now we're just going to do a simple tick-tock from ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Breathe in, exhale, bring the ear down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down to the other side. Up, one more roll, up one way, to the other way. So this next one, we can take our strap if we want, but we don't necessarily need one. So if you do have one, grab it, or a scarf or dog leash, anything at all, even maybe a towel or something. But honestly, if you don't have one, don't worry. We're just going to explore all the ranges, range of motion in our shoulders. So I'm going to start with a really wide strap here, really wide arms. And I'm just going to bring the arms up so you see how my knuckles are forward. And I'm just going to bring the arms up without bringing my ribs along, okay? So we just want the ribs to stay down nice and flat to the body. So I'm bringing my arms up and I'm trying to get this mobility in my shoulders without arching the back, and just see where you go. So I can go this far without my ribs coming up and arching my lower back. So I'm gonna stay here for a second, take a breath, and exhale, come down. So if you don't have a strap, you're just basically taking the arms up and arms down. And now we're gonna take the strap, or just bring your arms a little closer together. Bring them closer together, come up again. See how far the shoulders come up without the help of the ribs and the lower back. Take a breath. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Stop, don't try to arch. You're not, okay, I've reached my boundary. What I'm not doing is trying to go past the boundary, okay? I'm respecting that boundary. I'm staying there. I'm holding nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. One more inhale. And exhale. Come down. Maybe this time we'll just try shoulder width distance apart and see how you do there. Again, you don't need the strap, just keep your arms, shoulder width distance apart, and just raise the arms up now. This is as far as I am getting in this. So you see, I can bring them up a lot further if I arch my back and let my ribs go. We're not doing that. Bring the strap down. Roll the shoulders a couple times. Take a big breath in. Exhale. And now inhale and rise again. And hold. Don't be clenching your fists, okay? So just light fists. You're kind of grabbing the strap and kind of pulling apart, but I don't want you to be like giving it all your effort, okay? So Just holding here. Whew, come down. Take a breath. Roll your shoulders if you want. Keeping the shoulder blades flat against your ribs in the back. And now we're going to do it again. So come up. How far? Hold. I'm kind of pulling the strap apart now, but I'm not. Oh, and come down. And we're just going to do one more. Take a breath. Exhale. Bring it up. Next exhale and release. Great work, everyone. We're going to take the arms now behind. So taking the arms behind, interlace the fingers, bring the elbows in, reach down towards the floor, and then try to pull the arms away from the bum. Very simple, pulling the hands towards the floor and then taking the arms away from the bum and hold and breathe. And relax and shake it out. Oh, notice how your shoulders are feeling now. Didn't do one more of these, but this time with the pinky, other pinky on the bottom. So bringing the arms wide behind us. Now interlace the fingers, but put the other pinky on the bottom this time. Bring the elbows in. Don't be worried if they don't come all the way in. Just do your best without straining, okay? If they only come in this far, that's fine. So point the fingers down towards the floor. Feeling that beautiful stretch in the shoulders and along the sides of the neck. Take a breath in and exhale. Take the arms away from your bum. Breathe in. Breathe out and release. And shake that out. Give yourself a shake. Give yourself a little hop or little bunny hops. And shake it out. Okay, we're going to be doing this. I'm really into lately doing a lot of work with my shoulders. I have a winged scapula and I have very rounded shoulders. And I've been working on this for a while, and huge improvement in the last little while. One of my favorite things to do for this is to this next exercise. And what it's doing is it's going to strengthen the upper back so that if you do have rounded shoulders, and a lot of us do, or winged scapula, or and it usually shows up in a protrusion of the neck, then this, what you need is something to strengthen and hold the shoulders back, okay? So this is what this exercise is for. So we've done this already before. So we're hooking the thumbs together as so. Okay, just hooking the thumbs. And you want to have this feeling like you're pulling the arms apart, okay? So you're pulling, you're trying to get the fingers apart. So if I let go, the arms would just do that, okay? So here we go. So get back into your stance. Remember, don't be bring the weight of your pelvis back over the heels. Pulling the arms apart, and we're going to reach the arms up now, again, to as far as they go. Again, we don't want to arch, compress the lower back, and we don't want to be bringing the ribs forward, okay? So we're just coming up as far as you go, and when you get to as far as you go, unhook the hands so that the palms are facing one another, and then as you come back, you're really reaching the arms back, okay? Now, again, I'm not arching and reaching back. All of the movement is in my shoulders, okay? Now I'm going to put the other thumb on the top, and we're going to do probably 10 of these. So I want you to just work at your own speed. If you need to take a break, please do. So they're pretty intense. So I'm going to go now up, hands facing each other, and then I'm going to really squeeze the shoulder blades together as I'm coming around again. Okay, so stay with the breath. Don't tense the belly. Exhale, come down. So try to do 10 of these. So breathe in, come up. I only can get this far. I'm only this far. I can sometimes get back, but it really feels a little bit of pain on my left shoulder, so I'm just going to respect that. Reaching the arms behind you when you come around. So really getting into the mobility of the shoulders as well. Beautiful. Come up. And come around. And let's just do this one more time. I'm not sure how many I've done. Oh, wow. Shake that out. Stand there. Notice how your shoulders are feeling now. I feel like there's a lot more space there in my shoulders. Yeah. So we're just going to bring the shoulders up now to the ears and let them drop. Big breath in. Make sure, scan your body. Are you holding tension anywhere in the jaw, in the shoulders? Like, are you able to release, relax the neck, relax the belly, relax all your hips and all that space, all the space around your pelvis, okay? Just relax. Bring the shoulders up again, squeeze and drop. Let's just do that one more time. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale and drop them. I have to keep looking at my notes because I have so much different stuff planned today. Okay, so again, another great exercise for releasing the muscles in the neck, especially if you're one of those whose neck is protruding a little bit. So we are going to start with, we're going to take, bring your attention to your right shoulder and kind of roll it, place it back against your ribs, so flat shoulder blades on your back. And then I'm going to put my hand here so that I just remind my shoulder to stay there. And I'm going to look over the opposite shoulder. And this is where you're going to give yourself an underbite. So jot your chin out, and then you're going to look up. Take a breath and come down and come forward. Okay, so set that shoulder back, look over the opposite, jut your jaw, and then look up. So you should be feeling a nice stretch all the way down your neck. We'll do that one more time. Place the shoulder back, look over the opposite, jut the bottom jaw, and look up. And come down. Take a breath, and we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to make sure that this shoulder stays where it is. Look over the other shoulder, jut the jaw, and look up. And come down. And a little advice, you don't have to roll your eyes up in your head. You don't actually have to look up to the ceiling, because I keep doing that. It's like, ow. So putting the shoulder back and looking over, jut the jaw, and look up. And come down, come forward, take a breath. And do it again. Come down. Awesome. So again, check in. Check how all of that feels. All around the neck now, all around the shoulders. And we're going to move into a little twist now. So I want you to come up with your cactus arms, I call it. So come up with your cactus arms. Feet hip width distance apart. Come back to your alignment. And now what we're going to do is you're going to try to keep the head straight and just twist. It takes a while for me to be able to do it without moving the head. So here you'll see I'm not moving in the hips. I am initiating this movement from my ribs, my obliques, my abdominal muscles are twisting me from side to side. And I'm not moving my head. So I'm not going like this. I'm just moving from side, twisting side to side. A couple more of those. and relax. Give the hips a shake. So we're going to do a couple hip circles, and then we're going to use the chair. I forgot to mention that we were going to use a chair. If you don't have one, we can, we'll work it out. I did forget that we were going to use a chair. So first I want you to come into your standing position or at the top of your mat. Samastitihi or Tadasana is called in yoga. So your feet are hip width distance apart. And again, like I always say, just take the weight of your pelvis and your belly, bring it back into the heels, spread the toes, press down through the feet, okay? And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer weight over onto our left leg. And when you do that, this leg is going to kind of come up because you're gonna really press down through the left. And now this foot is gonna kind of come off the floor. You don't have to take it off the floor, you can just keep your toes down. But that's basically all we're practicing right now, is you're just gonna come up onto that hip, or keeping the hip in, sorry, coming up on that leg. Do not lock out your knee here, and then come down, and then come up again. So you want to feel like the leg is pushing in the earth, and it's just a lot longer, okay? So you just feel it kind of falling out of the pelvis, nice and long and strong, and you're getting a lot of work here in the hips, just doing this, and stop and move over to the other side. So bringing the weight to your right, spread those toes, maybe a little bit more, you may need a bit more weight into the back body. And so you're gonna press down. Let this hip come up and then come down. Take a breath and then push out of that foot and come up. We'll do one more. Pressing down, keep the hip in. Okay, just a couple hip circles. So again, we're going to the left now, push down, toes wide, really reaching out of that leg, reaching out of the hip, and then we're going to bring the opposite knee up, open, bring the knee down towards the floor, and bring it back in. So you can hold on to a wall or some support for this. So I'm bringing the knee up, I'm opening the knee to the side, I'm bringing the knee down and closed, okay? So I'm not like bringing the leg right up and moving the whole body and then coming around. So nice and still, pushing out of that leg, lifting the knee, opening the knee, just as wide as you can go. It's not, I didn't move very much. Knee down towards the floor and close, and shake that out. Starting on the other side, so pushing out of the right leg, toes nice and wide, raising this heel, don't lock out the standing knee, open, knee towards the floor and close, up, open, floor and close, up, open, floor, and close, and give that a wiggle. Okay, we're going to use the chair just for a lunge. So you can do a low lunge on the floor, but I'm just going to show you a lunge with using the chair, okay? So it's going to be a high lunge. I'm going to step my right foot up on the chair, like so, and I'm going to have my knee over my ankle, and I'm going to have to adjust and step my other foot back. So again, we want to always plug in. So a lot of times when we go in a lunge, if we don't plug this leg in and bring the hip bones pointing forward, we're kind of on an angle, and we don't want that. So plug this leg into the hip. And when you do that, you'll notice that your two ASISs or your hip bones are going to point forward, okay? So you're plugging in, and then you feel right away that you have a contraction around your hips, okay? So what I'm doing, and you may need to adjust as you're going. So I'm just reaching out, and I'm not just dropping my pelvis like this, okay? Because I have that contraction going on, I'm keeping that contraction, and then I'm going to move. So you're going to get a nice stretch in your adductors, in front of your thigh here. Take a breath. If your foot does not come down to the floor, don't worry about that. Just put a little bend in the knee and bring the heel up, okay? So I just want you to breathe here, relax the face. So anytime, and I always want you to practice this in my classes. I want everybody to move with ease. As soon as you start to tense up, I want you to begin to be aware of that and release those areas of tension. I don't need to be tense right now in my belly or anywhere else, okay? So I'm just, it's probably enough for this one, so I'm gonna change and go on to the other side. If you are on the floor, you're basically, it's the same thing, you're just putting something under your knee perhaps, and plugging the hip in, and then coming down, not letting the knee come over the ankle, and not arching the back, okay? So I'm keeping my upper part of my body nice and straight, and feeling it all around the hips, and in front of the thighs, getting a beautiful stretch there. Take a breath, and then we're gonna come up, and give that a wiggle and a shake. So we're gonna come into a little bit of a squat. So we're working a lot of the legs, we work the shoulders, we're doing some leg work now. We're gonna have feet about a little wider than hip width distance apart, and the toes are pointing forward. And what you're doing is you're just going to hinge from the hips, okay, back straight, hinge from the hips, and you want the knees to remain over the ankles, okay? So I want to not go back so my knees start to come over. You just want, it's a small, it's like this much, okay? So once we have that, and you don't have to go down low, you don't even have to go down as low as you can go. Just go down a little bit. And all we're doing is now we're going to shift our weight over to one side and to the other. And when we're doing this, we really want to have this feeling like we're pushing out of our glutes. So it's not so much the quads, but the bum, okay? So we're just really bringing our weight over from side to side. If you find this really hard on your lower back, you really may have to tuck the pelvis right under, okay? It might help. So we're just bringing our weight over to one side and then to the other. So keeping the knees bent, and we're just shifting. Just think about it shifting. So as I come over, this hip is not coming right out to the side. We want to keep the hips in, remember. So we're just coming to one side, coming to the other. Really feel the glutes when you're almost pressing to come over to the other side. You really feel it in your bum muscles, okay? If you don't, you probably need to stick your bum back a little bit. And come up. Give it a shake. Remember to keep the breath moving, okay? Like you don't need to be clenching or holding your breath or breathing very shallow from your chest, okay? So we're gonna go into that again. You can stay with that variation or you can do the next. So we're just coming down again. And remember, we're just hinging. So I'm not rolling my back over, I'm hinging over in my hips. My ribs are down, I'm not arching the back. So a bit wider than hip width distance apart, feet forward, and hinge at the hips, come back, look down at your knees, make sure that they're over the ankles, and we're gonna continue with this. So we're just moving side to side, so bringing our weight over to one side and then to the other. And if you want, you can just come up on that toe. So lifting the heel down, and come down, come over, and again, it's in the glutes, okay? You should be getting all this, when you press over to one side, you feel it all in your bum muscles. So I'm lifting one foot, pushing back, take a break whenever you need it. I have my arms here, they just feel, comfortable here. I lost my balance. Okay, come up and give that a shake. Perhaps give your hips a little tap, a little rub. Okay, we're going to do it one more time, another variation. So you can go back to the first variation, stay in the second, or you can come along with me in the third. So again, just hinging, bum is going back, knees I want relatively over the ankles. If they come a little bit over, that's fine. Again, you might need to tuck your pelvis right under. I'm gonna open up my legs a little tiny bit, I think. And so now I'm just gonna bring the weight over to the left, over to the right by coming up on my heel. Remember, you can just stay where you are. The first variation, just bringing the weight over. Or now you can try to lift the whole foot off the floor. So come over, lift the whole foot, but you don't want to come over, and in order to lift the foot, that this hip comes out of place. You want to keep that hip in. So coming over, lift the foot, over, lift the foot. I got to adjust. I feel like I'm bent over a little bit too much. So again, I'm hinging at the hips. Coming over on one side, coming over on the other. One more on each side. Oh, and come up. And shake it all out. Okay. We're going to take the block now. So if you have a block, or if you have a book, or if you have nothing, don't worry. So we can still do this without anything, or even if you have a towel or a pillow. Basically, you can do this with anything, just as long as it's light. You don't want anything heavy. So I'm coming over to the wall, and I'm starting with my left leg. So again, we always want to keep that hip in, okay? We don't want the hip coming out to the side. So when I'm holding onto the wall here, I'm making sure I'm not collapsing to that hip. I'm pushing out of that hip. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this block, and I'm going to put it behind my knee and hold it. Or if you have a towel or anything. And I want to keep my knees in line, okay? So I don't want the knee, I want to keep my knees in line. I'm holding on to the wall. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze, so try to bring my heel towards my bum. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. Whew. And release. We're going to do it again. So keeping that hip in, keeping the hip in, putting the block, keeping my knees in line, and I'm just squeezing, trying to get the heel towards the bum. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, and breathe. And release. Shake it out. One more time. And I'm just squeezing. And if you don't have anything, you still can do it. You're just squeezing the foot without the knee, keeping the knees aligned. And release. Oh, ow. Give that a shake. And we're going to move to the other side. So again, really pushing out of that left foot now, putting this behind the right. Do not arch your lower back, and squeeze. So again, we may start to clench. We might be holding in our chest, holding our breath, or holding in our shoulders, or holding in our jaw. Let's release all that. Whew, release the block. Take a breath. And we'll do it again. So, and taking it, bringing the hip in, and squeeze. I'm pointing the foot, so I'm pointing the heel out. Keep the knees in line. Take a breath. Don't tense anywhere. Bring all the energy. When we want to tense, it's really just a waste of energy. So I want you to think of all the energy going to the legs, the glutes, the thighs, everything to hold this block there, and release the energy from anywhere else you will be holding it, okay? So last time, putting the block there, reaching out of the other leg, nice and tall. Squeeze, and breathe. Squeeze, 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 and release. And shake it out. Okay, I'm gonna lay the block down. If you want, and you go into downward dogs and you're quite used to downward dog may feel really nice to you right now. I'm going to do a downward dog against with a chair. So I'm gonna put the chair in front of me, or you can do this against a wall as well. And I'm just going to put my arms on it, shoulder width distance apart, and I'm gonna start to walk my bum back. I'm walking back until I'm like on a tabletop. And my knees, I have a slight bend in my knees, okay? Looking down, and all I want you to do here is I want you, there's a bend in your knees, very important to have a bend in your knees. And I want to stay here, but then try to bend the knees without bending them. So you're getting a really nice hamstring stretch here, okay? So I'm really reaching in my arms, I'm pulling my weight back, like I'm reaching back with my bum. And then with the knees bent, I'm gonna try to straighten the knees. And you could hardly notice the movement I made. So I've made probably about half an inch of the movement here, but I'm getting a real nice stretch in the backs of my legs. Come to your breath. Relax. Everywhere else, if you're feeling really tense, you might be overdoing it. So if you're holding your breath or you're like, oh, so just slack off a little bit, okay? Keep the neck in line. And do one more breath here. And exhale, come up. Very, very good. So we're gonna come down onto our hands and knees. So just coming down, lots of ways to transition down to the floor. I like to just step forward and come down, nice straight back. And we're gonna come onto our hands and knees. So hands underneath our shoulders, ribs in. See if I let my ribs collapse, how it arches my back. I want my ribs in, so I have this nice flat back. I'm spreading my fingers wide, and my knees are hip width distance apart. My hands are shoulder width distance apart. And I'm just gonna go and do a little bit of movement. So just wiggling the hips back and forth. I'm gonna come around into some circles. Move with your breath and enjoy this movement, okay? So I'm just coming around, and doing nice circles with the hips, getting some movement in the shoulders. Come back and forth, wiggle side to side. You can continue on with that. And then what we're gonna do is tuck our toes. And the knees are a little, so the knees are quite close together. Tuck our toes. And I want you to come back to sit on your feet. And now just move side to side. So this may not be comfortable for everybody because it might be a lot on your feet. I'm just giving my feet a little stretch here. If it's too much weight, just take your weight off your heels and just, you don't have to have weight on your heels. Give your toes a little stretch. And now we're gonna come up onto our knees. And if you need a blanket or pillow under your knees, you can go grab it. Look back at I'm looking back at my feet, and I want to make sure that they're just not collapsed out to the side. I want them nice and straight if I can, and really press down at the tops of your toes onto the mat, okay? Just so that your feet don't collapse out to the side, but your feet need to be comfortable. So yeah, you're gonna have to be the best judge of that, okay? Or maybe this is not good for you at all. So we're gonna get a nice active quad stretch. So what we're gonna do is you're trying to keep your whole body straight, and you're just gonna lean back. Lean back and hold if you can. Take a breath, exhale, come up. Okay, so take an inhale here. And exhale, go down and keep breathing here. Relax the face, the jaw, only stay here for as long as you can. Ooh, you may be able to go down a little bit further and come up. Take a breath here. Let the face relax. Roll the shoulders back, down. And do it again. Take a breath in first. And then exhale, bring the whole body, just like you're one flat piece of board. Bring it back. Okay. try to do one more breath. And come up. Oh, come down on your heels and give those legs a little rub, a little shake. We're going to do it one more time. So we're going to come up, flatten your feet, make sure you're pressing down to the tops, like being under the toes, body straight. Take an inhale, exhale, lean back, straight body. Burning probably going on. Take a breath, stay here as long as you can. Exhale, come up. Oh, and rub that out. Okay, we're going to come down now to our, I think I'll bring you down onto your side. So you can have a pillow if you want for underneath your head. I'm going to move this to the side. Let's see if you can actually see me here now, because I can't see myself. I'm just going to move the camera a little closer. So just come down on your side. So really just be comfortable here. So whatever you have to do to be comfortable. Stack your hips now. So we don't want the hip coming over. You want one hip bone here. The other hip bone is under my knees are aligned. I have them at about a 90-degree angle. My feet are aligned. My knees, one is over top of the other. Don't have the top knee a little bit back. That means your hips are not aligned. Bring your knees. And now, so I'm just resting my head. That's fine here. And now we're just going to keep the ankles, the feet together, and we're just going to be doing these crabs. So I just want you to put your hand here on your glute med muscle, and you really want to think about pushing into the hand here, okay? And opening up the knees. So let's close the knees and let's stay with the breath. You can close your eyes here if you want. So really pushing up and hold. Hold, hold, hold. And release. Bring it up. Send all of your energy there. So you may want to tense in the face or tense in the belly or have shallow breaths, but really just try to send all of your energy there to keeping your leg up and relax. Up again. Hold, hold, hold. And release. And now we're going to pump it up. So we're just going to come down, move up, down, and up. Nice, easy breaths. Should be able to breathe with ease. And now I'm going to hold it up again. Hold, hold, hold. Obviously, if you get cramps or anything, take a rest. And I'm going to drop it. Now I'm going to lift keep my knees together and lift my heel up towards the floor and down, or up towards the ceiling, sorry. And up and down, and one more up, hold, and down, and keep the feet together. Again, we'll go back into the crab, up and hold, and do top little pumps now. Just the top part. A lot of times in life, we have the habit of really clenching our glutes a lot, our bone muscles a lot when we walk and stuff, and it's usually the glute max that takes over, and sometimes this muscle, the glute med, don't get the attention it needs, and it kind of goes like lazy, and sometimes it atrophies. So this is what we're kind of getting at here. So even we're going to move over to the other side now. So even when you're walking, trying to release that hold that we always have in our glutes when we walk in and around our belly. So just going onto the other side. Make sure you align your knees up, one on top of the other, the ankles, and I have my legs at about 90 degrees. Some people don't have their legs at 90 degrees, and I don't really think that makes a huge difference. But I just like coming to 90 degrees, and now we're going to work on this side. So get comfortable, whatever that means for you. Now keeping the legs together, sending all that energy again to here. And you can maybe even be able to feel that muscle kick in. I want you to bring your attention there. And it's not even so much like I'm focusing on my knees coming apart as lifting through the thigh here. And I'm holding and then release. Open up and hold. And release. Again, I'm holding and release. Now we're just going to pump, so up and down. Stay with your breath. And as soon as you start tensing other places, you'll get tired way quicker. But if you just want all the energy to go to this one movement and let the rest of your body relax, you'll have more energy to do more. And now I'm holding. I'm going to relax. Now I'm going to take my foot away, keep my knees together. And just lifting that foot. Hold. Release. Up again. And release. And one more. Push, push, push up. Breathe. And release. And now feet together, knees apart again. And open, hold. And now do the top portion. So just pumping your leg up and down. The very top. Come down all the way, and then we'll come all the way up and hold. And release and come down. Okay, so now we're going to come onto our backs. So you can place a pillow underneath your head. Yeah, or actually, what I might have time to do, and this feels really nice, is let's put our pillows. You could have still one under your head, but let's put your pillow underneath your pelvis. And then if you have this strap, go get your strap, or if you don't have a strap, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pillow just behind my bum like this. Mine is a bit too flat, but if you have a bigger one, the higher the better in a way. Yeah, I mean, if you have something a bit this high, it's great. So I'm just coming down onto my back. And I want to make sure that my shoulder blades are rolled under. I feel like my ribs are kind of touching the floor. I have my two legs bent. Okay, and now I'm going to take this strap and I'm going to bend my right leg and I'm going to put it around my foot and hold onto the leg. And now I'm going to drop this leg down flat. And I'm going to drop the other leg down flat. So the purpose of having this under our hips is just as easier for us to lift our legs, okay? The higher it is, the easier it's going to be for you to lift your leg higher. So what we're going to do here is I want you to make sure that your hips, your back and everything is down to the floor. Sorry, I'm reaching out both of my feet. And now what I'm going to do is I'm using my strap as support. I'm not using the strap to hold and lift my leg, okay? Because I could easily do that. Like I got all the strength is in my arms here holding my leg up. And I do feel a stretch, but I don't want a passive stretch. I want an active stretch. So I'm going to lift my leg up. I'm lifting the leg. My leg is lifting me up. I'm just using this strap as a little tiny bit of support. So I'm lifting the leg up, and I'm only lifting the leg up to the point where my back now wants to roll, okay? So the only thing moving here is the leg and the hip bone, okay? Or the leg and the hip socket, sorry. So I'm just lifting the leg up, I'm using, and now this is as far as I can go, without using the strap, okay? So I'm just gonna use the strap to hold me there a little, but I'm still using the strength in my leg. My leg is shaking here now. Take some breaths. I'm not clenching and holding onto my strap like this and keeping my leg up. My leg is holding itself up. This is just, that's why you don't really need the strap. My leg having the strap just as a little guide to kind of hold my leg there straight and then release. And then shake that out. Or you can bring the knees up as well towards your chest and give a little rock. Now again, I said to have something really high. I don't know if that's really, I'm thinking about it now, the best thing. I don't want you to be actually too super high here, because then this leg is going to kind of like just be dangling, the one that's down. So you can also try with even taking the pillow away from underneath your pelvis. Okay, so I'm going to bend both knees now, and I'm going to go on to the other leg. And then I'm going to drop that leg down straight, and I'm going to drop the other leg down straight. Point the feet, and now I'm going to lift my left leg. And this is as far as I can get my leg on its own. I'm pointing the heel up towards the ceiling, but I'm not like causing a cramp or any discomfort to do that. It's very light. So as you can see, probably my leg is starting to shake. That's good. That's what you want. And you're just holding. And we're going to come down. Okay. I'm going to release this cushion from underneath me. Put it to the side. And I got my legs bent, and I'm just going to rock now the legs from side to side. My ribs are still touching the floor. And we're going to go into a quick figure four. So 2 feet are bent hip width distance apart. And I'm going to take the right ankle over the left thigh. And now I'm going the same thing. I'm going to lift this bottom leg. This may be enough of a stretch for you. If you're feeling a really nice stretch, and even at this point, your lower back is starting to arch onto, or starting to flatten onto the floor, this is far enough for you. So I'm going to lift now my foot, but I don't want that arch, my natural arch in my back, to flatten to the floor. So before I begin, I have my ribs on the floor. I have just a natural arch underneath my back, okay? My pelvis feels neutral on the floor, a little space in the back, ribs are touching the floor. And now I'm going to lift this leg, and I'm only going to lift it. So if I kept lifting, you see how I'm starting to roll, right? And now my lower back is flat to the floor. I don't want that. I just want to lift until I can't lift anymore without the back flattening to the floor, okay? And I don't want you holding your leg here and bringing it in. There's a lot of work just here. Eventually I'll get into the difference between active stretching and passive stretching. And this would be an active stretch, and holding the leg here like this and just relaxing and pulling to stretch is a passive stretch. Okay, I'll release that one, release the other foot, put the other ankle on top. I like to push out the knee a little bit, it feels so good. And then relax it. Well, I mean, you're still pushing out a little bit, but remember not to tense anything. And then I'm going to lift my bottom foot off the floor. I'm even like flexing that heel a little and bringing the leg in towards my chest without flattening the back. And just breathe here. And release all of that. Let the legs come out straight, point the heels, bring the arms overhead. And reach to the hands, reach to the heels. And then come and relax. Do any kind of movement here that you feel your body needs. And then we get ready to move right into Shavasana, into our rest pose for about 5 minutes or so. So everybody get comfortable. Having something under your knees with your knees bent is nice. Having something on your head, perhaps having a blanket over you. And I will put on a little bit of music and we'll just take some time to really just relax before we get on with the rest of our day. Oh, so get all cozy. Oh, so laying down. Tune in. Tune into how you feel. Tune into how you feel emotionally. How good it feels to give yourself this hour to do something for yourself. Tune in to the jaw, to the neck, the shoulders. All that work we did with the shoulders and through the legs. Appreciating that you got yourself to this class this morning. Now letting everything go, and on every exhale, you're going to release and relax deeper into the floor. Because just as important it is to move, it is to relax and be able to bring our attention inward, be conscious of our breath, how we feel in our own bodies. So beginning with the face, I want you to relax your face. Space between the eyes, feel the forehead stretching side to side along your temples. Small smile on your face. Creating a little space between your back teeth. Releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Jaw open and relax. And invite this feeling to move down the back of your neck, the front of your neck. Feel the belly rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. Taking a big inhale in, feeling the belly rise, and exhale it out through the mouth. Inviting a relaxing feeling into your shoulders. Invite them to relax, to release. And invite that feeling to move down your arms, to your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your palms, your hands, your fingers. Breath in, breath out. Allow the body to get even heavier. Allow the breath to be full but easy. Allow the whole back body to feel heavy. Like you're just letting go a little bit more and trusting the earth to hold you, support you. The chest is open. The heart is open. The belly is released and relaxed. Your head, your shoulders, your back, all completely still and at peace. Invite that feeling now to move into your bum muscles, around your pelvis, around your thighs. Allow them to become heavy. And let go of any tension that you still may be holding on there, maybe without you even realizing. So it's letting your body become more heavy and more supported. And invite this feeling now to move down your thighs, backs of your legs, into the knees, the shins and the calves, the ankles, the heels and the feet. Breathe in love and compassion, peace. And with the exhale, just let yourself sink into the floor a little deeper. And letting go, scanning the body. If there's anything else hanging on, let it go. Let it go with each exhale. And letting the mind be still. There are thoughts, but you can be the observer of those thoughts rather than interacting with the thoughts. Open your heart, feel the compassion for yourself and for everyone else. Think of something that you're grateful for, that you're thankful for this day and this day. And feel this gratitude spread out through all of your limbs, out through your toes, out through your fingers, and out to the world. I'm going to leave you here now, and I really hope you have a wonderful day. And I can't thank you enough for spending the morning with me. And I wish you all a beautiful and great day.